Assalamu alaikum viewers, welcome to our training institute and welcome to IT Bangladesh. Today we will discuss about networking function, and we want to connect two machine locally. Okay, it is our server machine and it is our server machine and it is our client machine. Okay, we want that we will connect with our server machine from our client machine. This is our new machine and this is also this client machine is also new. If we want our NIC configuration, here we can see that it is 0, it is 1 and it is 2. That means we have 3 NIC card, LAN card. Okay, and there is no IP address any of LAN cards, whereas in our server machine, if we want to see, we can see here also Ethernet 0, Ethernet 1 and Ethernet 2, 3 LAN card. Okay, and here is no IP also. Okay, that means these two machines are newly fresh. Okay, let's go. We can connect with each other, and how this is done we will see in our tutorial, inshallah. At first we will work in our server machine. We will go setup command, setup. Okay, here we can see network configuration. Press enter, and here we see device configuration. We have to cancel. Again we press setup and network configuration, device configuration. Here we can see it was 0, it was 1 and it was 2, 3 LAN card. We are working it was 0 in this LAN card. Okay, here we can see use DHCP. Star means it is using DHCP mode. Okay, if there is no star, that means it will use as a static IP. If we can press space bar, then the star will appear, and then again if we press space bar, the star will not appear. Okay, and then I will able to write my IP, and we will give our IP 192.168.1.2. okay, and netmask 255.255.255.0. okay, and primary DNS, we will discuss about primary DNS, secondary DNS, caching only DNS later, inshallah. But now primarily we can give our primary DNS IP 1.2. This is our DNS server also will be available. Then we will go OK button and save button. Now we can configure DNS configuration. Here our host name is mushfiq.itbangladesh.net. okay, and primary DNS 192.168.1.2 and DNS search path itbangladesh.net. okay, you can see that mushfiq.itbangladesh.net. From here itbangladesh.net is our domain and Mushfiq is our local host name. Okay, and local hostname plus domain is combined is called FQDOMAIN, fully qualified domain name. Okay, then we will press OK and save and quit Now we have to configure a configuration file, which is vim etc hosts, not host, okay, hosts. Here in below line we will give our local IP 1.2 tab local host means mushfiq dot domain itbangladesh.net. okay, tab localhost mushfiq. Okay, then we will save this file. Okay, fine. We have to configure or another configuration file, which is etc sysconfig network scripts if cfg itho. We can see this cd. We can enter in this directory and we can see the file. Let's see. Here is available ifcfg itho 0, it is 1 and it is 2 and loopback LAN card. Okay, so there are 3 LAN card. We will configure in our video tutorial ifcfg itho 0. Okay, so we will enter the ifc itho 0 at this LAN card. Okay, vim. Here we will see device means the name of LAN card. We know that our LAN card name is itho 0 because it is our first LAN card, and second LAN card itho 1, third LAN card itho 2, so and hardware address, this is network manager control, yes, and on boot, no. Here on boot will be yes. If we write yes, then our LAN card will be appear. Okay, and that means our LAN card will be up. And if we here write no, on boot equal to no, then our LAN card will not be up. Our LAN card will show, but LAN card will not work. Okay, then so we will write yes. And boot photo means is it static or dynamic? None means it is static. If we configure as DHCP, then we have to write DHCP. Okay, and here we will not configure as a DHCP, we will configure normally static, so we will write none. And we know type Ethernet, user control no, IP version 6 no, IP address 192.168.1.2. how it is here? Because network manager control equals to yes. If network manager control equals to no, here any IP address or network mask or DNS1 will not appear. Okay, as network control equals to yes, for that reason IP address and network mask and DNS1 has appeared. Okay, now we will save this file. Okay, fine. Now we will go another configuration file, vim etc resolve.conf. Okay, here we see search itbangladesh.net and name server, DNS server 192.168.1.2. here these are appear because network manager control equals to yes. If network manager control equals to no, there are any information will not be appear. Okay, fine, these are all right, and we'll save this file also. Okay, then we will restart our service. Sorry, we have to write our daemon name. Our daemon name equals to daemon name network. Okay, restart. Here we can see that bringing up Ethernet interface to 0, ETS Ethernet 0 is okay. Okay, then we have to write as a command chk config network on, so that on boot our LAN cat will be up permanently. Okay, fine. Now if we give a command if config, no need, if config. Okay, here we will see that Ethernet 0 LAN card, in Ethernet 0 LAN card here IP address 192.168.1.2 and broadcast monitor and address. Okay, fine. Ethernet 1 no IP because we are not configuring this. Ethernet 2 we are not configuring this. Okay, fine. We have to another word service IP table stop. Okay, IP table stop. Then we will go our client machine. We will configure all above this as a similar. We will go setup. We will go network configuration, device configuration with 0 LAN card, and we will press spacebar, and because we will configure as static IP 192.168.1. We will give our IP in our client machine 2.2. Okay. Okay, netmask 255.255.255.0 and primary DNS server. Primarily this is not need, but we can give this 1.22. When we will configure DNS server, then here will be IP 192.168.1.2 because this is our DNS server and its IP address 192.168.1.2. Okay, but now we cannot configure DNS server. We are not configuring our DNS server, so this local machine is also DNS server. No fact. Okay, we will press OK. Save. Now we will go DNS configuration, and this is also mushfiq.itbangladesh.net and DNS. We can change this. Okay, we will write here client1.itbangladesh.net. Okay, and okay, save and quite fine. Now we will go etc host configuration file, then we will give our IP, sorry, okay, tab client1 local hostname dot domain it bangladesh.net tab localhost name. This is our local host name, local machine name, and this is our FQDN, fully qualified domain name. Okay, and then we will save this file, and we will go another configuration file. Here also will be available if IFCFG etho 0, etho 1, etho 2. Okay, now we will configure IFCFG etho 0. Okay, here on boot no, by default we have to write yes, and root photo none because it is static, and IP address 192.168.1.2, DNS 1.2 because network manager control yes. Okay, device etho 0 and hardware address this is. Now we will save this configuration file, and we have to configuration file for showing another, that is resolve.conf. You can see search itbangladesh.net and name server 192.168.1.2 22. Okay, we will save this. Now we have to our service restart with daemon. Our daemon is network, we know very well that. Okay, here we see bring up it an interface etho 0. Okay, for permanently csk config network on. Okay, and service IP tables stop because of Linux issues, security issues. Okay, we will discuss IP tables in our later tutorial inshallah. Now if we see our IP here, our IP 192.161.22. Okay, configuration is finished. If ping 192.168, we will ping our server. Okay, server machine, and our server machine IP is 192.168.1.22. Okay, then so we will ping 192.168.1.2. Okay, so viewers, we can see pinging, and we will reply from 192.168.1.2, which is our server machine. Okay, Control C, and if we ping 192, our client machine 22 also is pinging. Okay, so our demonstration or our LAN local network connectivity is done. Today is no more. Thanks to all for watching my videos. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.